Sounds like Fortnite. I mean, I could use the hundreds of dollars, so I'd be happy to play Fortnite if you really want to pay me. I could use the money. Okay, be right back. Let me go ahead and go to the bathroom, and I'll run some ads. I'll be right back. All the pre-rolls. That Fortnite was made for. You need to check your money. Yeah, but I'll never do it. I like Twitch. I don't want to sell sexual favors. I'll game with you though. Not it. Why is my phone the least delayed? That is odd. See if I can get this open properly. Gotta love old games. Hey, we're there.
My name is Susan Ashworth. I live alone in this old two-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside. Some would say it's a lonely life, and I guess that's true. But I don't like people's company. Not lately, anyway.
Why don't you?
I only trust my cats these days, and I will miss them dearly. But they will understand, like they always have. Teacup stays with me till the end. He watches me, as if he knew. Because earlier tonight, I swallowed a whole bunch of pills. They're legal, of course, prescribed by my doctor for my sleeping problems. But I've taken 34 of them, all I could find in the cupboard. And now the room around me spins in a blurry tango as my heart slows down.
You have a tuxedo cat?
Any second now, I will be dead. I feel calm.
Nice.
I'm ready for it. I've only got one thing to say now. Thanks for nothing. Goodbye.
How many cats do you have? Chapter 1. House in the Woods. Do you really have 7 cats? You gonna watch it on your TV? Hey, Hyper. Came right at the start of the new scary game. Or an old scary game. It's locked. I hate locked doors. Early 2000s. But apparently it's really good. Is there a car accident in the afterlife? I just took a whole bunch of pills. Not cool game. Can't go any further. The ambulance is blocking access. Maybe there's no exit at all. Open door. See what's inside. Why is everything locked, Ducky? You got a story? Go for it. Is that why I rage quit before? That everything was locked?
Huh? What's making that noise? Hello? Who's there? Answer me.
And we just finished Dredge. Is that me? I was in chapter 2. It's me, my cold dead body right in front of my eyes. What's it doing here? It looks so calm. Pharmacy did not notify MD about a shortage for Norco. I had to go with the ER. I was at 10. This meant I had 5 times to end me. Took me 2 hours and they gave me a good cocktail and suicide watch. That's not pharmacy's job. Don't get mad at them. Sorry, I'm defensive of pharmacists. Damn. I'm glad you got your back fixed now. Open eyes. Just about one thing I liked about myself. I like my eyes too. Even now, they still shine a little. Hey, is that a key? Yeah, just in so much pain. I'm sorry about that. I have not been in that much pain before. Did I just die again? Oh. Okay. I guess it's not a key to the ambulance. Was that back pain or... This country sometimes. Manufactured shortages. A deer? I'm glad you survived. Don't worry about this game. Okay. Not strong enough to pull them off with my bare hands. Look, definitely something there. Can't tell for sure, but it looks like a switch. I need a machine. Too long a sacrifice can make a stone of the heart. Would it take another sacrifice to turn it back? Maybe I'm feeling silly. This is just some old machinery after all. How strange, there doesn't seem to be a single switch or button on this machine. You didn't recognize anyone? It took 8 days to remember? That's terrifying. I definitely want death with dignity. Hey dear, come here. My mom used to beg for us to kill her. Or let her die. When she knew she had dementia. But too far gone now. Oh, Jesus. My dead body hanging from a tree. What? I took pills. Why did I hang myself? I should be scared, but I just feel empty. Wait, what's that shiny thing on your neck? Is that a key? Body's too high. I can't reach. It would take me hours to undo this knot. Get comfy with seeing the main character dead? Oh my god. What am I supposed to do?
I can't remember this place.
Go back to the house? Was that there before? What a gruesome display. At least it's not my head stuck on the bars. Everything's locked. She's lost, I know. Can I pick up the stick now? The music reminds me of some 70s movie. Oh my goodness. Who's done this? Is there anyone else here? Okay, now we have a knife. Hey. This game is gruesome, really gruesome. Hyper, I hope you had a good day. Or you're having one. Another key. Which pockets? The key. Looks like I'm sleeping. The art style is pretty cool. Old woman. I vaguely remember him.
House, Susan Ashworth. I have been waiting for you, my dear. I knew you would turn up one fine day like this.
Who are you?
I have so many names, it's hard to pick one. But I'm curious, who do you think I am?
Is that Susan?
An old lady who lives in the woods?
Am I really, Susan? Are you that naive? Or perhaps you're too stubborn to see what I really am. I've waited all that time for you.
Is that me?
And now you disappoint me.
You wasted your time waiting. I'm not worth waiting for. I'm just nobody. And you, to me, you're just a strange old woman sitting on a porch of her house. And those flowers you're holding.
No?
What are they for anyway?
I'm going to put them on your coffin, dear. After everyone's gone.
I wouldn't bother. I hate flowers.
It's me.
What
What is this place?
This, my dear, is my humble kingdom. And this house is my castle.
Well, don't tell me if I'm
I
right.
invite people in, just like you. I like my solitude.
Am I right?
But
That's
you
funny.
are a special guest, and I'm going to make an exception.
Me? Special? I can tell you now that there's nothing special about me, lady.
Don't bring yourself down, Susan Ashworth. Today, you are my guest of honor.
What will happen next?
Depends on you, Susan. Inside my house, there are dark hallways that lead to places you don't want to see. But there is also something that will make you want to return to where you came from and cherish every single little breath you take. I'm going to make you an offer, Susan. It's a chance only a fool would refuse.
Okay. An offer? What can you offer me?
Let's come inside. It's getting cold out here.
Is that who she is? The Queen of Maggots? Lonely Seashore.
Please don't touch anything, dear.
I'm gonna touch everything. I'm a gamer.
You lied to the whole world, Susan. And you lied to yourself. Now we can talk properly, my dear.
Will I be punished?
Will I be punished for taking my own life?
Most people would be, but not you, Susan. You see, I watched you long enough to understand how you feel. I don't expect you to believe me, but I actually have sympathy for you. Who knows, I could be your only friend. The only friend in the whole wide world. So like I said, I'm going to make you an offer. I want to help you. I will give you back your happiness in exchange for a simple task. Your life will change completely. You will be yourself again. and you will soon forget the sadness that has consumed your heart for years.
Sounds good. What do you want me to
What do
do?
you want me to do?
Yes, I think it's time to explain. But where are my manners? We're still in the hall. This is not a place for a serious talk. Follow me to the next room. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
What's your offer then? What can you fix that life has destroyed?
Susan, death can fix nothing. But though we are both dead, I am not death. I might seem just like a strange old woman to you, but I'm just as powerful as gods. And I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I'll need you to go back and face 5 people. They're not ordinary people. They're very special. Just like you, only in a slightly different way.
What makes you think I want to go back?
What makes you think I want to go back? I finally did it. I killed myself. That's all I ever wanted. And yet, it turns out to be just another failure. I want this suffering to stop.
Dear Susan, you don't realize that the suffering never stops, do you? It only gets worse. This place is a passage between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You enter one of these corridors and you never come back. But you don't cease to exist. You remain.
I'm a failure. Why would you choose me?
Why did you choose me? Aren't you afraid I will let you down, whatever it is I have to do? Most days, it's enough of a struggle to crawl out of bed. I don't see the point in anything. I just want to disappear. And I hate everyone else because they know how to be happy. Everywhere I turn, there are people filled with hope and will to live. Or people so pitiful, they make me ashamed to be alive. I don't want them. There's nobody there for me. I am alone. I just want to vanish.
This is the very reason I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I know how you feel, because I felt like this
It's just a simple
myself
command.
for a very long time.
Not AI or
You
anything.
and me are very much alike. If you succeed, you will never feel broken again.
Those 5 people, who are they?
The parasites, that's what I call them. They don't know each other, but their destinies are bound together. You will have to keep your eyes open and be constantly on guard. Those people will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends, but don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to hurt you, Susan.
Yeah, it's just to the word
Want to
Dombot.
kill you. As harmless as they might appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die.
Isn't my life bad enough without them?
Don't be frightened. You will have a great advantage over them. They don't know that you know. Do you understand what it means? You will become my hunter, serving punishment for their sins. A tool of
That sounds interesting.
destruction. A dark angel walking through the river of blood. You find your purpose in life and you see for the first time how satisfying it can be.
A murder?
How will I recognize them?
There isn't a great deal of people in your lonely life. is there, Susan? You will know when you see them. Bring those deceitful bastards in front of me, and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
You expecting me to
Are
kill
you
them?
expecting me to kill them?
No, Susan, I'm expecting you to fight for survival. To do everything you can to defend yourself. I know you're not a murderer. Quite the opposite, actually. You're a good person. But I also know that you don't want to suffer, and those people will want to cause you pain. They won't hesitate. In the end, you might have no choice. Think of it as gardening. If there were weeds among the flowers, you'd pull them out, wouldn't you? You'd get rid of them without thinking twice about it.
I'm not really a gardening type, but I see your point.
I'm glad. And remember this, you are not the only victim. If you don't stop them, the killing will continue. Innocent people will die. You have the opportunity to make the difference. And a chance to save yourself.
Fallout games always wait.
I can't do this. It's too much. Dealing with criminals is a job for the police, not someone like me.
Indeed, you are weak. That's why I have prepared a special gift for you. Immortality.
Kill yourself, get
You
immortality.
won't die, Susan. You will always return to life no matter what happens to you.
What? This is the last thing I wanted. Please, can't you just let me die?
I've made the decision. As long as they are alive, you cannot die.
It's blackmail.
Blackmail? You can't do that.
I'm doing it for your own good. Anyway, you are in no position to bargain with me. You will either go and do what you have to do, or suffer for eternity. Forever unable to find your peace.
This might all just be a weird dream. I don't believe you.
This all must be just a weird dream. I don't believe you.
Susan, see this door here?
Get ready to see dead bodies?
Let's go inside.
I don't want to.
I want to show you something that will help you make up your mind. Follow me. Yes, it's you, Susan. Come closer. Say hello.
I don't want to look at it. Haven't I had enough yet? That body in the ambulance. Then the forest. But this place is... This is exactly what I was trying to run away from. I don't want to be here. Make it go away.
I assumed it would be wise to give you a little taste of the suffering you would endure. I want you to understand that you can keep going long after you can't.
Crucified, all alone, in one place that's changed it all. I really don't want to be here. Take it.
Susan, it's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
Fine, I'll do what you want.
I'll do what you want.
Excellent. I'm glad you have put your trust in me.
I haven't really got anyone else.
You shall not regret this, my dear. Lights up.
We're back in the house.
Yes, But there is something else that must be done. You cannot leave my kingdom before a sacrifice is made.
What? Isn't it enough already?
Do not worry, my child. This is a mere formality I'm speaking of. The door to your world won't open unless you make a sacrifice of soul and a sacrifice of blood.
It doesn't sound good at all.
See those candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it. Like I said, it's just a formality. Then on your way out, you will have to shed a few drops of blood. Not much, just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Enough to open the door.
How much exactly?
Don't be afraid. It's easy. Anyone can do it. Just a sharp scratch. Is that how you used to say it?
Fine. I'll do that. Wish me luck, strange lady.
I do. When you leave my house, head to the field. That's where you should be. Goodbye, my child. I'm not going to be far. I've never been.
At the first
They
dude?
left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
Is everybody killing themselves in this game?
See how easy that was? Now, head back to the field. You've got a job to do, Susan.
What the? How did I get back here?
So now I can get in the wall of the house. Sign underneath says emergency power switch danger. Oh. Salmon. All this blood around the hole. Was someone hurt here? Yeah, that's a good idea. What? I'm home. Stop. Hi. Is that the little blood? Not much cats in this game. I don't know. I would think there would be more cats. Oh, that was the intro? She just needs a bandage. She'll be fine. Little band-aid. Yeah. She'll be fine. Second first breath.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days.
We're supposed to talk about me,
I'd
not
like to go
you.
home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you'll probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms
So much
don't
paperwork.
fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
Memory.
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's
That
good
the
to see
dude
you
that killed
awake at
himself?
last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass.
Hey,
You've
Blood
got
Time.
Plenty of rest now. The nurses
How's it
on this
going?
ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
It's a good one. We just finished Dredge today, and we started the scary game. How you been? 182?
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way.
Extremely tired lately.
I know this isn't very nice.
Gotta get sleep.
Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you'd done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I?
What
I'm
happened?
tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will.
Why is large in the middle
And here
of
it
the
is.
gloves?
You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope...
Never say this to a suicidal person that won.
Got to go.
That lived.
But I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Triggers me that the gloves are small, large, medium, from bottom to top. Yeah, it sounds like somebody rescued me. What?
Bad dream.
The light's trying to kill me. Really bad one.
A really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask.
No, she's
She had
not.
to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she. I guess you
Entire
didn't really
hospital
want to do
would.
that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical.
It's a game.
I never
Okay.
know when to shut up.
What
happened to me?
happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then
Remember her stories? Okay. I was on field of barley.
all of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free. But it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there, I think she was Death. Or maybe she was the devil. I'm not sure.
That's not what I
She said they
picked.
call her the Queen of Maggots. She said I should go back, gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it wasn't a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream. Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What?
Ooh.
Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Do I have a daughter?
Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma. apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
How long have I been
How long
here?
have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide
Interesting.
watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When do I get to
When
go
will they
home?
let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel
Yeah,
like I
right?
should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Did you see this daughter?
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I
Not gonna
really
say
have to
anything?
give her
Okay.
a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
She went back to steal.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
Tell me more about
Tell me
Dr.
more
X.
about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay?
Promise not to laugh.
He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Tell me more about
Tell me
yourself.
something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the
Aw.
days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
I am one of them.
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan. This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
He wasn't a good father to me.
He wasn't a good father to me. He was a cold, scary man. Had this wall around him. I could never talk to him about anything. He wouldn't understand. He'd just punish me instead. Maybe it's his fault I got some wires crossed in my head, because he never loved me. I've always wondered what it feels like to have a loving dad.
Maybe it's not too late to fix things between you two.
It is. He's dead. Cancer. 6 years ago.
I see. But it isn't too late for you to put things right in your heart. Have you forgiven him?
Why
No.
would I? He doesn't deserve to be forgiven. All he did was make my life hell. He destroyed my childhood. He always made me sad. Yes, sad is the word.
It's all true, Susan. But the anger you have kept in your heart all these years isn't doing you any good. Don't you think you would be a better, stronger person if you could rise above it all? Aren't you becoming a bit like him, angry and bitter? Aren't those the things in him you hated most?
My mind is already made up. I will never forgive that son of a bitch. I hope he burns in hell.
Well,
Rip.
if you put it like that. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
That make me have both horrible parents?
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
I take some gloves. A lot of gloves. I'm on a lot of sedatives. It appears the stuff they're giving me could knock out a horse. And it give it a headache for a week too. It can also cause hallucinations and paranoia. How bizarre. Why would they want to give me all that? I'm not crazy, I know that for sure. If anyone's crazy here, it's someone who put me on all this medication for no good medical reason. Sounds like ketamine, yeah. Someone inside the
Hello?
toilet.
I guess I should wait my turn.
I don't like flowers. I really don't care what they smell like. I forgot I don't like them. No way I'm taking them. I don't like flowers. Especially chrysanthemums. A list of drugs for patient inside room 1 and some notes. According to this, her name is Anne Burton, 35 years old. Taking a lot of sedatives and has a long history of drug abuse. Seems that on top of it all, she's taking methadone for heroin withdrawal. Actually, I bypassed that one. I didn't read it. I guess it'll be so easy for me to leave the ward. She backhanded. Yeah, exactly. The needles are stuck at 11:40. Are all clocks broken in this hospital? Not sleeping in somebody else's bed. Nothing interesting under the pillow. Seems on top of it all she's taking methadone. At the bottom of the page there's a note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here out of her own free will. So she can leave at will.
I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I'm glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, alright? Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Nurses use nicknames sometimes if they can't remember the name. Discharge letter for Anne Burton, currently patient 1. It seems she has admitted herself into hospital and is allowed to leave as she likes.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry. Are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Where's the
Excuse
exit?
me. Where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
I'll come back later.
I'll come back later.
Please do, ma'am. We'll be right here.
I probably need to switch the bracelet with that. And patient from side room 2. Doesn't she look confused?
Hi. Are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I miss her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this.
Uh-oh.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Mary?
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Didn't she bring the flowers? There are lots of discarded medication pots in there, along with some gross stuff. Take one of these medication pots. Please stop writing me messages in the mirror. While we are currently experiencing difficulties maintaining high level of cleanliness due to sudden absence of our cleaning staff, we ask all patients to be considerate and help us keep the ward tidy. The mirror is cracked. A large shard of glass is lying on the side. Shard of glass. If they find it on me, they'll think I'm a complete psycho. But it might be useful. You hate the word ward? Game has reflections? Yes, it does. That's wild, huh? Where do I find Mama's name?
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Right. It seems that a discharge letter is the only ticket out of here.
Can you get meds with a medication cup? I don't know where meds are.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Mandy.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Make her think I'm paranoid?
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Joan.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
want to look at this when she's giving me my medication. Not that. Liz said the nurses are trigger happy with meds. Correct. What am I supposed to do with that information, though? I don't know what to do with that information.
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Oh, thanks. A lot. Gross. Hot water tap. EIL. I don't really want to sleep here. I'm not tired anyway.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
Alright, the button.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. Oh, it's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Ew. He is away from the desk.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, right. Name band. I think I left it in my room. I'll go and get it, shall I?
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Joan.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
How do I get her name band? How do I get drugged? Hang on 1 second. Go to the nurse. Now that I have the discharge note.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking
It was
about.
me.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Do it again. Oh, I didn't get them.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax. That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better. Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Mm-hmm. Sheila. Oh, jeez. This thing filled with drugs? Let's see. Red liquid is gushing out. I'll fill it with this drug. Hey! Do I take the real drugs now? Now I can sleep? Okay. Wrong way.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Now we know her name.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you, after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. do what they say, take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see.
I found it for you.
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
Okay.
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it,
Social
I just
skills
feel so
maxed out.
angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now.
Well, I'm trying to give it to
I
you.
must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Hey,
Yes,
Fimble.
go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman.
How's your weekend going?
I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes, no matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Now we can escape.
Sorry, Ma'am, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Really, Christmas
alright.
presents. What'd you
I
get?
didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go.
Don't be
Can I
mean.
go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mum. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
And
Hi.
you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps
Nice.
I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry.
Hey, Shane.
I promise no more drugs
Thank you for
will
the
be
sub.
given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Thank you very
Why
much.
can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask
Damn.
you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I'm
Between jobs.
jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
How are you doing? We're live. We finished Dredge earlier today, which was a really, really, really good game. I had a really good time playing it. We got 2 endings. I don't know how many endings there are.
I eat breakfast. Cereal, usually.
Excellent. A healthy breakfast at the start of the day is extremely important. Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
I don't feel safe at all.
Not really. I don't feel that safe at all. How can you
So
feel safe
fun.
these
So
days
chill.
anyway? You can be
I still got
living
some
next door to a
completionist
murderer
things to
who'll
do. I'll
blow
do
your
off
head
stream.
off for a bit of fun. Local kids have set an old man on fire the other day. They filmed him as he burned to his death. I knew this woman. She slipped on a wet bathroom floor, cracked her head open, and broke a leg. She lied there bleeding for 2 days, unable to move. By the time they found her, it was already too late.
Susan, taking risks is a part of life. What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Kind of identifying with Susan lately. Something to fight for.
Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of
That'll be
counseling?
nice. I like making those booklets, don't you? Pretty cool.
Yes,
Didn't help much.
it didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
You made
In the
booklets
light
before.
of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you
Hot
describe
milk
for me how you
solves
feel
everything.
at the moment?
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck, you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
And that you staple together. You didn't staple the other ones together? By what?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
No.
No, of course not. I don't know what got into me. It's hard to explain why I did it. I must have thought there was no other options left. But I never used to think about it or plan it. It just happened. As if I'd suddenly lost control. I knew what I was doing was wrong, and yet I was unable to stop it. Strange, isn't it?
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Sudden impulse.
It was just a sudden impulse.
Hey, Toasty.
I'm ashamed of it now.
Oh, I
had
thought
a
it was
really
bigger.
rotten day, you know?
How's your night
Felt like I
going?
was suffocating between the four walls of my bedroom. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Not anymore. It's strange, but I feel lighter. I feel.
Just about to head to bed?
stronger. Besides,
I'm
I
about
live
ready for a
alone.
nap myself.
Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
This is a heavy game, though.
My
The
cats.
cats.
I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
People.
They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you
Damn
imagined
redfish.
your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Hope people would feel really
I
guilty.
imagined it often. I hoped people would feel guilty. But then again, probably no one would come. Mine would be one of those graves covered in weeds and dirt, stuck in the far corner of the cemetery where nobody ever goes. And sad old Susan Ashworth would get forgotten quicker than yesterday's rain. Now, when I think about it, I know that really isn't what I want.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I
have a
believe
husband?
this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
This has nothing to do with
This
me.
has nothing to do with him. Can I go home now, please?
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Is she trustworthy?
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Go sleep.
Turn
I think
left
I might take a
here.
nap after
We can
this
use the maintenance
chapter.
lift to get us out of this place.
First. Or am I the curse?
What are we doing on the roof? Liz,
Oh, is she a parasite?
what the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
this is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay, you have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess. But I must jump anyway. I have no
Hey, Will.
choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
Yes, you do! You can choose
Always
to
a
stay
choice.
inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened.
I
just
did.
wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care?
Sorry
anyway?
for what?
I don't
Oh,
want you to make
worst
the same
timing?
mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels when you're trapped and you can't trust anyone.
Look,
You can trust
sure there
me?
must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Valentine's
listening.
Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right now, it's time for me to let go.
No!
Wait, I answered everything right. Jesus. Bitch is rude to let her jump. Hi, Liz. I thought we saved her. Why did she have blood on her, though? There's no avoiding that? Okay.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you are absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's alright.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
Let
I
me
plan
out.
ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones.
Oh, is he a creep?
You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sad
I'm
news
good, I'm
is I've
sleepy.
imprisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
Punch him. He just killed me? Wait, what? What? Is that the parasite?
Where am I?
I wasn't really expecting that. Almost got me.
Who are you?
I am the Crow, of course. I will get you out of here. Unless Susan wants to stay. I thought so. There are two doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a great reward for her. It's something she always wanted. Something she longs for every single day.
Where are
Friend?
those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. My dear little Susan can't miss them.
This is the best part? Alright.
That's Susan like my girls. I knew she would.
This is creepy.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are here to guide Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her rewards. But there is
Oh, this one lies and one tells the truth.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised. Which door should I go through?
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has
That
one
voice.
and she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
It's very simple. One of my girls always tells the truth, while the other one always lies.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
It's something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan.
I can't remember the question though. What are we supposed to ask them?
One question is all Susan needs to find the right door.
I think he smoked too many cigarettes.
That'll teach you to stop staring, you horrible, ugly doll.
Can we poke them both?
You're just an ugly, disgusting, disfigured, foul, hideous thing.
This isn't the question I should ask. Oh, there we go. Which door would the other door doll point me to?
Which door would the other doll point me to?
So if she's telling the truth, the other one would lie and say to that one. If she's telling a lie, so we're supposed to go in the dark one, right?
Is this supposed to be my reward? Flowers.
I hate flowers.
I hate flowers. You lied to me. You lied.
Did you really think there would be anything precious waiting for you here? Look at the lovely roses. Just like everything else in you. They just turn into ash.
Go. I look old though. You love this song? Body bag? You love the beeping song? So annoying in the hospital. It's me again.
You treacherous, dirty bastard. I opened my heart to you, and you stabbed me to death in cold blood. You'll pay for this. I swear you will. But this means the old woman was right. I can't die. I'm immortal. I think it's time to find out
Goofy.
how very mortal you are, Doctor.
Ooh. It's a suicide note I wrote. Why would he put it up on the wall? My name is Susan Ashworth. I live alone in this 2-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside. He brings his victims down here in the hospital body bag. Take. Another unlucky victim of the killer. This one looks like she's been dead for a long time. Wasn't even locked. Wait. I didn't mean to scroll through. Yeah. Lucky I didn't sit in it. Still, this one leg might be of some use. Just need to get a bit of an edge to it. Too late, yeah. I have soap, an iron bar, and probably. Tongue. Game crash. Alright, you go pee, I'll go pee, and we'll come back to the game. I'm gonna go get a drink. Well, it wouldn't let me do anything. It does save, right? I hope it saves. I'm very comfortable, but I'm also very thirsty. Does it not save? I hope it saves. Does it not save? It doesn't save? Doesn't save? Alright. I'll redo the save offline so we can finish it another day. Yeah. Shit. Not exactly a game you can speedrun, you know? Does it autosave? Yeah. Let's see. Man, this game's old. How do I save in this game? I should be able to remember. I should be able to remember. I'll try and keep all the answers the same. Let's see. Daisy's playing Minecraft? It's okay. It's a risk of playing old games. That's what happens. I didn't even think about saving. Let's see if anybody's on that we can raid. I'm not raising Daisy. Daisy's wonderful, but she also scares me. She doesn't scare me. But like raiding a big channel with a small amount of viewers. Yeah. Let's see who's on. Z's playing the finals. Want to see what the finals are all about? Something's doing Siege. Let's go see what the finals are all about. Alright, I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. I'll try and stream again tomorrow. I need to start streaming every day. Let's see what the finals is all about. I actually haven't seen gameplay from it. Let's go say hi to see. Excuse me. It looks like a plain ordinary shooter, though, but it's snowing, so I think the snow is on his stream, though.